Hello friends, welcome to ForceMate. So in today's video, I will explain you about Salesforce Screen Flow. So in my previous video, I already explained about what is Screen Flow and how we can use the Screen Flow. So in today's video, I will just give you an intro about the Screen Flow, and then we will go ahead with some business scenario, and we will create a live demo for the Salesforce Screen Flow. So screen flow is basically to create a kind of UI user interface for users where user can enter the data, and based on that data, we can just run some automation behind the scene. As per our business scenario, what we need to do, we need to create contacts using screen flow. Okay. And as you can see on my screen that we should have like four inputs like first name, last name, email, and phone, and then on click of save button, the contact record should be created in Salesforce. And let's say if there is any error in record creation, then error should show on the screen. So for this, what we need to do, I will explain you each and every step. So let's deep dive into the live demo. So now let's go to Salesforce Flow screen. So I'm on Salesforce Flow screen. I will click on new flow and it will launch a UI to create a new screen flow. So I will choose start from scratch, next. And you can see we have option to create a screen flow. I will just create. And now you can see I have this screen flow open. So here, as per the business scenario, we need to create four inputs so that user can provide the input there. So for that, what I will do, I will just create a screen element and we can just name it as a create contact. And then it will auto populate the API name. Okay. Now for the footer, what I will do, I will just remove the previous button because we don't have any previous, we don't need pause as well. And for this finish button, we will just change that to some different names. So for that, we will use save. Okay. So now you can see save button is here. So our footer part is ready. Now we need to create four inputs. So for that, what I will do, I will just use text input. Okay. So this would be for first name. So let me just put the label as a first name. Then on the second element, that should also be a text. So it would be a last name. And after this, we need the email field. So we have input email field as well. And these are like provided out of the box by Salesforce. So we just need to choose the email. API name would be email. Okay. And you can see as we choose the email, it just shows the format. Okay. Now the next one is phone. So this element also I will pull here and I will just keep the name as a phone. Okay. Now you can see I have all those four input elements got created. Okay. So this is done. What I will do, I will just click on done. So you can see my create contact screen is now ready. So uh, as we created this screen flow, and if you see, we have the four inputs, and these inputs we need to take and create a contact. Okay. So what we will do now, we will create a like create record element. We will use a create record element. So if you see here, and for this, okay, so this is some UI. So for this, what we'll do, we'll just create contact record. So we have put in the label for this, and it will ask us to like, do we need to create one record? So as of now, this screen flow will take only input for the one contact. So we will just use one record. And in this drop down, you can see it has two options, manually or use from record variable. So as this is very beginning and basic of flow, so we will choose manually. And then we need to choose like which object, for which object we need to create the records, correct? So for that, what I will do, I will choose contact. Okay, so we have contact. Now, if you see, it just auto-populated as we all know that last name is required on contact. So it just auto-populated last name first time. So what we'll do, we will just add the last name variable here. So if you see, when we clicked on this searcher field, it shows us that screen component, correct? So from this screen component, we need to choose the last name variable so that we can assign this variable to our last name field. Okay. So we'll choose create contact. You can see we have the last name here. Similarly, we need to do this for all our fields. So what I will do next, I will just use first name, where first name, what should be the first name? So that should be from create contact first name. Okay. So now we'll choose the first name. Now we have email field, correct? So I will choose email. That also will choose from create contact and then email. Okay. So we are done here. Okay. So it is showing some error. Data type resource you entered is not compatible. Okay. No worries. We'll choose create contact and then email and then value. Okay. So because last time what happened, we just choose the email. That's why it was throwing error. But from that email, we need to choose the value, correct? So this is for a specific type of input field, let's say email or phone. That's why we have chosen these options. Now let's go to phone. So for now, what I will do, I will just use the mobile phone. That is fine. I will choose create contact, then phone. For this also, we need the value. Okay. Now we are all set. Okay. Now what we'll do, check for record matching. No, we don't need that right now. Okay. So if you see, this is create contact, create record element for contact creation. Now what we will do, so as I mentioned in business requirement that let's say if there is any issue in the contact record creation, then also we need to show error on the UI. Okay. So for what we will do now, we will add a fault path here. So if you see, we have this fault path. And if there is any issue while creation of contact record, then we want to show some different screen. So we will name as error screen, and then in that error screen, we will remove the footers as well. So we don't need pause. So we will remove the pause. And we need previous button. So let's say if some user wants to go back and then they want to fill that field. So for that, we will just keep previous as of now. And for this finish, that is fine, I think. If there is no issue, if they don't want to go ahead with changing the requirement, they can just close the flow. Okay. So what we'll do now, so these all are fine. Okay, so now we'll add some display text so that user can see what is the exact error here. So for this, I will name as error message. Okay. And in this resource, we need to put exact error that we are receiving from the Salesforce side. So what we'll do, we will just write error is, and then we'll add the flow element error. Okay, so if you see, we have this flow global variable, we will choose that, and from this we will choose the fault message. So what this fault message will do, if you see here, this fault message will get the error from this fault if there is any fault in this flow, and then it will just show the message here. And for making this quite good looking, what we'll do, we'll just change the color. So we'll change the color to red because error is for red. Okay, so that is for done. Okay, you can see that text color got changed. Now we'll click on done. So you can see our flow is ready. Now what we'll do, we'll just click on save. We need to name this flow. So what we'll do now, we'll just put create contact flow. Oh, sorry. Okay. Now what we'll do, we'll just click on save and we will activate this flow. Okay. So there are two options. Either we can debug this from here as well. So what I will do now, I will just add this screen flow to our sales app, and then from there we will I will show you the demo. So now I will click on the activate button. Okay, now you can see the flow is activated. So our flow is completed. Now what we'll do, we'll just test this in real time. So we will go to Salesforce org, and here you can see I have created a demo app for this. So in this demo app, I will just add our flow that we just now created. So for that, I will just click on gear icon, click on edit page, and I will choose that flow and I will add that to this Lightning app. So here I will search for flow. I will drag and drop this to anywhere we want. And if you see here, once we added this flow, it is asking us to choose the correct flow. So we have created create context flow. We will choose that, and now we'll do save. Okay. So now our flow is added on this app screen. We'll go back, and you can see we have this create contact flow. So what we'll do, first we'll test the positive scenario, then we will go for some error case. Okay. So now what I will do, I will just put test, last name should be ForceMate, and then email anything, test at the rate gmail.com, phone number anything, 9898989898. Okay. So now when we click on save, you will see that it just created the Salesforce record and it again landed on the same screen. So to verify either record is created or not, what we'll do, we'll go to contact, and we can see here record is created successfully. So name is test ForceMate. Then details, you can see this name, mobile number, and email. Everything is captured on this contact record. Now we'll test some error scenario as well. So we'll go to demo app. For first name, I will put my name because, okay. And as we all know that last name is mandatory for contact. So what we'll do, we'll skip this last name. Okay. And then we'll put the same. Okay. So here we need to put email. Sorry for that. Test at the rate gmail.com. Test 2 we can keep, and then phone number 9090909090. Okay. Now if you click on save, here you are, we got the error message. So if you see, we received the error message from Salesforce that error occurred because Flow tried to create record, but required fields are missing. And what is the required field? That is last name. So here we can see that we can create record, we can show the error on the UI. So this is all about the screen flow. And in my upcoming video, I will explain about what is a record triggered flow and how that works. Like we have different before trigger and after trigger events. So everything we'll discuss in upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe.